Okay, so let's say you've made it, you've struck crypto gold.
Yeah.
Congrats. But now you've got the tricky part.
Right.
How do you actually turn that digital fortune into, real world cash without,
Bend it.
without setting off alarm bells at the bank?
Yeah.
Or even worse, getting slammed with a massive tax bill?
Right.
That's what we're diving into today.
Big question.
Yeah, we've got some insights from this YouTube video by Wealthy Expat.
Right.
You've heard of this channel?
I have. Yeah. They're all about helping people navigate this world of international finance and taxes,
Especially
when you've got a lot of crypto.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a problem a lot of people don't even think about,
Right.
They just think, oh, I'll just hit sell, and transfer it to my bank. Done.
Easy peasy.
But when you're talking about really large amounts,
Right.
it gets complicated.
You're thinking, I'll just transfer it to my bank, no problem.
Yeah.
But banks can get a little freaked out
Oh, yeah. Freak.
by these big crypto transactions.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Especially if you're relatively new to a country.
They don't like that.
We're talking about people trying to move $10 million.
Yeah. Huge sums.
At once.
All at once.
And Wealthy Expat was even saying that some of their clients have had their accounts
frozen
or flagged because of this.
Oh, yeah. It's a nightmare.
Yeah.
Especially when you've earned that crypto
Right.
legitimately.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You're not doing anything wrong.
You're not doing anything wrong, and all of a sudden,
Yeah.
your money's locked up.
So this is where this Wealthy Expat strategy gets interesting.
Okay. I'm intrigued.
They're proposing a way to potentially cash out large sums of crypto.
Right.
And maybe even do it tax-free.
Oh, tax-free now we're talking.
All right. So here's where it gets really interesting.
Lay it on me.
They're talking about relocating to a place like Dubai.
Dubai. Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
So Dubai's become like a hub for crypto people,
Yeah.
partly because of the tax laws.
Yeah.
No capital gains tax,
Yeah.
no personal income tax.
Sounds pretty appealing, right?
Sign me up.
When you're looking at a big crypto portfolio,
Right. But I'm sure there's a catch.
of course there's a catch.
There's always a catch.
To make this work, you would have to become a tax resident of Dubai,
Okay.
which means cutting ties with your home country's tax system.
Right. Big decision.
It's a big decision. You don't do that lightly.
No.
Before we even get into the how, let's
Mhm.
break down what tax residency even means.
Good point.
Like, what does that actually mean?
So it basically boils down to, where are you legally obligated to pay taxes?
Okay.
And that usually depends on how long you live in a country and what ties you have there.
Right.
So like family business, stuff like that.
So it's not like you just fill out a form and poof,
Oh, no, it's way more complicated than that.
you're a tax resident of wherever.
Yeah, this has implications for like your whole financial life.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to be sure about this.
So, okay, let's say hypothetically,
Right.
you're in Dubai, you've got the tax residency thing sorted. Now, how do you actually turn that crypto into cash that you can spend?
Good question, the million-dollar question.
This is where Wealthy Expat gets really creative.
I'm all ears.
They suggest using Dubai property as a solution.
Property. Okay.
Imagine you buy an apartment in Dubai,
I like where this is going.
like a tangible asset,
Right.
with your crypto directly,
Mhm.
or you cash out your crypto through a Dubai-based broker,
Okay.
and then you use those funds to buy the place.
Gotcha.
Either way, you're kind of creating a paper trail
Right.
that banks are a lot more comfortable with.
They like that.
You're not this mysterious person with millions appearing out of thin air.
Makes sense.
Right, you're a property owner with a legitimate source of wealth.
Yeah, you're legit.
And here's the kicker, you're not locked into that property forever.
Oh, okay.
You can hold on to it as an investment,
Right.
or you can sell it later for a clean bank transfer.
Interesting.
It's like a bridge between the crypto world and the regular financial system.
I like that analogy.
Yeah. But buying property isn't the only option Wealthy Expat mentions.
Oh, there's more.
They also talk about luxury cars.
Luxury cars, all right.
Think about it cruising down Sheikh Zayed Road in a brand new sports car,
Not bad.
all thanks to your crypto savvy.
Living the dream.
It follows a similar principle.
Okay.
You buy the car with crypto or cash out and buy the car.
Right.
And then later on, you sell it for a clean bank transfer.
Smart.
Again, it's about establishing that clear history
The paper trail.
and proof of funds.
Got to have that proof.
They also mention another avenue, which is going through professional crypto brokers
Crypto breakers.
who are well established in Dubai.
So they know the ropes.
Yeah, these brokers, they already have the connections or the know-how
Right.
to facilitate these bank transfers for large amounts.
So it's smoother, Less risky.
Hopefully less likely to raise eyebrows.
Yeah, you don't want any red flags.
It seems like no matter what route you choose,
Yeah.
that proof of funds is key.
It's the golden ticket.
It's the golden ticket to avoiding unnecessary scrutiny
For sure.
from the financial world.
Yeah.
However, even in a seemingly crypto-friendly place like Dubai,
Right.
it's not all sunshine and roses.
I figured.
Wealthy Expat does point out some potential downsides.
Okay, I'm listening.
So we've got these intriguing strategies for turning your crypto into, usable cash.
Yeah.
But like with any financial move, there are always things to watch out for.
Absolutely.
What are some of the caveats Wealthy Expat mentions?
Well, first off, nothing's ever completely free, right?
Yeah.
You've got transaction fees to think about,
Uh-huh.
plus potential commissions if you're working with like real estate agents or brokers.
Yeah.
And Wealthy Expats specifically calls out Dubai land department fees,
Oh.
which they say can be around 4%.
So you need to factor those costs in when you're
Definitely.
figuring out how much you'll actually net from your crypto.
For sure.
Okay, what else should people be aware of?
This is a big one.
Okay.
Wealthy Expat really emphasizes making sure you're playing by the rules.
Mm-hmm.
Tax laws are complicated.
Oh, yeah.
And what's totally legal in one place might get you in trouble somewhere else.
It's tempting to get caught up in the excitement of
Right.
potentially saving on taxes.
Oh, yeah. Big time.
But you don't want to end up with more trouble than it's worth.
Exactly. And because tax laws can be so complex,
Yeah.
Wealthy Expat strongly recommends talking to tax and legal professionals
Okay.
before you make any decisions.
So they can kind of help you navigate the specifics of your situation.
Exactly. They can make sure you're on solid ground.
Yeah, it's like having a guide when you're venturing into unfamiliar territory.
I like that. Yeah.
Speaking of different paths, Wealthy Expat also touched on something else
Okay.
that's relevant to anyone cashing out crypto, no matter where they're doing it.
Okay. Timing.
Timing interesting.
They mentioned something about Bitcoin halving
Bitcoin halving, huh?
and how it might affect when people choose to cash out. Okay, I've heard of that,
Right.
but I'm not really a tech expert.
Right.
Can you give me like a quick explanation of Bitcoin halving and why it matters here?
Sure. So imagine Bitcoin like a giant pie.
Okay. A pie. I like pie.
That keeps getting sliced into smaller and smaller pieces.
Okay.
And every 4 years or so, the size of those slices gets cut in half.
Okay.
That's basically Bitcoin halving.
So the slices get smaller.
Yeah, it's programmed into Bitcoin's code.
Interesting.
So what does that mean for the people who are actually mining Bitcoin?
Well, it means they get rewarded with fewer Bitcoins for the same amount of work.
So less Bitcoin for the same effort.
Exactly. And historically, these halving events have often led to price increases.
What people call bull runs.
Exactly. Bull runs.
Is that because the supply of new Bitcoins is decreasing,
Yeah.
but the demand is staying the same or even going up?
Exactly. Supply and demand.
Classic economics.
That's-
It's all connected.
So the takeaway from Wealthy Expat is that if you're thinking about cashing out,
It might be strategic to consider doing it before a potential bull run.
okay, so cash out before the price goes even higher.
Right, because if the price goes up, you might end up with more fiat currency.
Makes sense.
Of course, timing the market is always tricky,
Oh, yeah. Super tricky.
but it's definitely something to keep in mind.
It's a gamble.
It seems like there's just so much to think about when it comes to cashing out crypto.
It's a lot to juggle.
Choosing the right methods, figuring out the tax implications, even thinking about these market cycles.
Right. It's more than just hitting the sell button.
It definitely highlights the need for informed decision-making
Absolutely.
and getting advice from experts.
Yeah, people who really understand crypto and international finance.
And that's what we've been trying to do today.
Right.
Giving you the information and the tools to make those informed decisions.
Arming you with knowledge.
We've gone from the challenges of traditional banking
Right.
to the allure of Dubai and its tax advantages.
Dubai sounds pretty tempting.
We've explored using property or even luxury cars as a way to bridge into the traditional financial system.
It's like finding creative loopholes.
And we've even touched on the importance of timing
Right.
in relation to events like Bitcoin halving.
Which is coming up sooner than we think.
But like with any deep dive,
Yeah.
there are always more questions to explore.
Definitely more to uncover.
And I think one of the most important questions for any listener to think about is this.
Okay, I'm listening.
What are your personal goals when it comes to your crypto wealth?
That's a great question.
Are you aiming to maximize profits, minimize taxes, Or maybe you're looking for a balance of both
Yeah.
while keeping flexibility and control over your assets.
It's all about finding the right balance.
There's no right or wrong answer.
Exactly. Everyone's different.
Because everyone's situation and priorities are different.
That's why it's so important to do your own research.
Yes.
Get advice from qualified professionals.
Right.
And really weigh the pros and cons of each strategy before you make any big financial decisions.
We've given you some key insights and food for thought.
Hopefully spark some ideas.
But ultimately, you're the one in the driver's seat.
You're in control.
You hold the power to make choices that are right for you.
Yeah, it's like we've given you the map and a compass,
Right.
but you're the explorer charting your own course
I like that.
through this crazy crypto landscape.
It is a wild world out there.
Before we wrap up our exploration,
Yeah.
there's one more point Wealthy Expat touched on that I think is worth highlighting.
What's that?
They briefly mentioned the ethical side
Okay.
of these international tax strategies.
Right. Because it's one thing to be legal,
Right.
but it's another to be ethical.
While it's perfectly legal to structure your finances
Yeah.
to minimize your taxes,
Right.
it's also worth considering the bigger picture.
I see what you mean.
Like, what's the impact on society as a whole?
Right. Some people argue
Yeah.
that when wealthy individuals or companies avoid paying taxes, it can actually hurt everyone else.
Because if everyone decided to skip out on paying their fair share,
Right.
there wouldn't be enough money for essential services.
Exactly. Things like schools, hospitals, infrastructure.
All this stuff.
It's all connected.
It's a complex issue with valid points on both sides.
Definitely food for thought.
As you're weighing your options
Yeah.
and figuring out your crypto game plan,
Right.
it's worth taking a moment to reflect
Yeah.
on the potential impact of your choices.
Think about it this way.
Okay.
Responsible wealth management isn't just about,
Right.
maximizing your own financial well-being.
Yeah.
It's also about being mindful of how your decisions affect the community.
And the world around you.
Exactly. It's a bigger picture thing.
Well said.
Thanks.
On that note, we're going to wrap up this deep dive
Great.
into the fascinating world of crypto cash-out strategies.
It's been a journey.
Hopefully you've walked away with some valuable insights.
Yeah, some new knowledge.
Maybe a sparked curiosity and some things to think about.
And a desire to learn even more.
Always be learning.
As always, remember to do your research.
Yes.
Get advice from qualified experts.
Absolutely.
And make informed choices
Right.
that align with your values and goals.
Your values and goals, that's key.
Until next time, happy investing.
Happy investing, everyone.
That's a wrap, everyone. Thanks for joining us on the Deep Dive.
It's been a pleasure.
We'll catch you on our next adventure
See you next time.
through the world of knowledge.